What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Ray Live, and today I got a interesting video for y'all. Today we're doing an unboxing, and so I'm actually excited for this because, as you know, we just got done with E3. Not the best E3, but we had some solid hits from like Xbox and pseudo Nintendo, but everybody else's conference was kind of just meh or just bad. But speaking about the Xbox One, they had a whole bunch of stuff that I was interested in, like Forza Horizon 5, Back for Blood coming out for Game Pass, and a whole bunch of other games that are coming out to Game Pass that I was like, yo, this next gen probably got something for me. And I always said I'm gonna get the Series S because that was like gonna be like my step into the next gen. Because for $300 to do 1440p gaming at 120 frames per second, and it could be upscaled to 4K for 60 frames per second, I mean, you had me sold. And it was all digital, and I barely bought any games for my Xbox One. So today we got one of those bad boys in here, and you already know what we about to see what's inside and get through this unboxing. So let's get into it.
What we do here is go back.
Alright, so I got these like baby scissors right here. And so let's get into the box right here. It's gonna Alright. Let's see what we got. Let me see. Let's put y'all. Wonder if y'all can stand right here. I got my tripod. Might fall over. Low key. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Nope. Yep, that's falling. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Cool. Alright. Inside of here. Now, this was a bundle that I got. So it's just going to be more than just the system itself. So off rip, we got the system. We got the front box with the system. Now, make sure that looks good for y'all. Xbox Series S. But then in this bundle came with a Triton headset, and also came with a extra controller. And I believe this is, I guess, like my shipping order, so we don't have to show it off, but that's probably what I have to use it for my warranty that I got on it. So with that being said, you see it, the Series S with a controller. Now this is an Xbox One controller, as you can see the slight differences with the D-pads and also that share button, because now they gave these controllers like a dedicated share button, which I bought one because I actually like this D-pad a whole lot better than on the ones. And just having a dedicated share button actually helps me out more, because you can still do the whole share feature on these controllers, but it was kind of like how on the PlayStation 4 controller you had to like hold like this button down to get like the screenshots or capture anything. So just having like its own dedicated button helps out in the long run. And I've seen the Triton headsets before, but I never personally tried them out. And this works on like the well, it says Xbox One and Windows Phone, but this will also work for the Series S and also the X if you have one of those. So in total, this for me was roughly, excluding this controller, was roughly like 400. So this one's clearly like 300. This headset runs for like a good 50. And the controllers, especially like this one, since it is a custom one, does run for like a solid 50 to 60 as well. So you pretty even out here, so I'm not mad at it. So next thing we're gonna do, we're just gonna get down to the nitty gritty of it. We're gonna open this up real quick. So let me find a good setup spot and we'll open the Series S. Wait, I thought to do this. Just have my phone over there and I record it from right here. So you got our lovely Series S. So how do I open said Series S? Pull this down. Okay. Okay. There's more tape on it. Those baby scissors go. Right here. Okay. Just gonna do that. And I'm just gonna do this. I can easily pull them, but this works a whole lot faster. Alright. So now we can open it. And oh my god! So this is what you see when you first open this mug. And this is the system. Oh my god, that is so small. Like this, and it's light too. This is the Series S. Oh my gosh. Alright, let me slide this off. Let me take this stuff off of it. Oh my god. The videos make it look bigger than what it is, but this is actually pretty small. So this is like the exhaust fan on top. I also have the grills on the side as well. But then on the back you have like the power. This is the storage expansion slot that they have on them. And those run for like a good $200. And I'll speak about that more. HDMI, 2 USB 3.0s, and the Ethernet. So, other than that, anything else of importance is in here? No, this is just telling me about the Xbox app and whatnot. The controller, where's the controller at in this thing? And what you get an HDMI. And you get the power cable. Which, wow, okay. And then you get the standard Xbox Series S controller, which is the same for the Series X as well. Standard white controller. And I like these ones better than the ones, but the ones are still like pretty good. I just like how the back of the triggers have like the little grips on them, and the D-pad so much better, and this share button makes all of the difference. But back to this, I'm gonna do a size comparison because I have my series. Now I have my 1S here, and I also have like an original Xbox One for a size comparison. So we'll get to that in a second. But just to get this out of the way, this is our Xbox One controller. It's the Midnight Forces color. So So let's get these scissors out. Take out this. And it should be able to open it. That is naturally really nice looking. This is what it look like inside the box when you open it. And then this is it outside the box. I like the whole camo, blue camo that they got going on here. And then people say it's a bad thing. I don't really care. The controllers use batteries, but you can get like one of those charge and play kits. Just be like any other controller that we have these days. Was there batteries for my Series S controller? Yes, it was. They had batteries included. And lastly, let's get out of the way, our Triton Kunai headset. It's a pretty standard headset. I don't see nothing that makes it like special. But let's just see and try them on and see how they feel. At the very least. At the very least. Okay, so now I should be able to slide it out. Right? A little more tape on here. Some more tape on here. Mm-hmm. The freak does one open this? Where do I slide the other way? Yes, that's how you do it. That's how you. Oh, no wonder. I had this thing still sticking up. If I did this in the beginning, I wouldn't have that problem. Okay. Solid box. Got some more tape on here. Solid box. Okay. Oh, tape on the bottom too. Alright, got that off. And now what the freak? Oh, okay, that's how you do it. Okay. Just some paperwork here. This is this is like a little mic attachment that you can throw, that you plug into the headphones. And then we have the headset itself. Okay, how does one get you open now? I will rip this box. I do not care. What is this? Why is this holding us like this? Ah, simple. Thinking about it too hard. Thinking about it too hard. I can just do this, and it comes right out. So, it's a freaking mess right now, and I apologize. But these are the headphones. They're smaller than what I thought they would be. My cushions are pretty solid. Not the softest things in the world, but they're not like the heaviest, not the stiffest cushions out there either. Okay, that's not bad. I would personally adjust it for myself, which you can adjust these. That's better. Somewhat noise isolating, because when you put them on, you feel that suction. But oh, see, here's where you plug in the headphones, the mic to the headphones, and so you put that in, and they're locked in there now. So yeah, so you got this, adjust it, make that work. Might also do like a mic test with these, where y'all can see and hear how they sound. Well, we'll get into that in a second. But first thing first, let's get into this size comparison real quick because I want to show you how small this thing is. All right, so now this is a size comparison. As you can see right here, this is the original Xbox One that came out, I think, 2013. And then later on, they made this One S, a smaller, slimmer model that was more quieter, and it fixed all the issues that was with this. All those issues were fixed. I don't have a One X because there was no need to. I had this. This worked fine. This was perfect. But now this is the Series S. And I mean, by far, I mean, you can look and see like the Series S is just, they say, Xbox keeps saying like this is the smallest Xbox. And they're right. This is legitimately the smallest Xbox like ever. Like the fact that it's smaller than the One S, like in comparison wise, like I'm gonna stack them all on top of each other. Like, look at this. Like, I'm gonna line up the corners as well. Have those corners lined up, like, and have a good top down view. Like, that's crazy how small this thing is. Like just compared to the original one, like, that's actually crazy. And I'm pretty sure this is thinner than the original one as well. Like, slightly thinner than it too. So, I know it's not really even, but you can tell that this is obviously smaller than this. And then I think the One S and the Series S, I think they're about the same thickness, but like just in size overall, this is freaking small. So what we about to do, I'm gonna test things out with this. I'm hooking this up to my TV here. And this is a standard Vizio 50-inch 4K TV. So I'm pretty sure this doesn't do the whole 120, but I can do like the upscale 4K on this. And then over here, I have my Dell monitor. This is a 32-inch curved monitor, but this is a 2K monitor, so 1440p, but it can do up to 144 refresh rate. So this monitor should be able to pull out everything in terms of what the Series S is capable of. And then also, I'll do like a little mic test with these headphones. So yeah, it's gonna be a minute. I mean, this is still gonna be one video, but I gotta at least like hook this up, get games on it, and then I gotta test out this. So this, like, for y'all, this is gonna be seamless. For me, it's probably gonna take like a little bit. So bear with me real quick. Alright, well, right now the Series S is doing its updates right now, and is also doing the controller update. So while we have that going, we're actually going to test out these Triton headphones real quick. Right now you're hearing me off of my Blue Yeti microphone, but in a quick second we're going to switch that over to these, and we'll get a feel for what the sound, well, at least how it sounds, right? at least how it sounds for like the mic, right? So let's get into that. Let's do that. Okay, and now you are hearing me from the Tritons headphones. Like I said, I have to adjust these just for myself. You probably have to do the same, but I honestly turn on the monitor to sound. So honestly, I don't know how they sound like. I realize they do have it to where you can turn up the volume for the stuff coming into the headphones, and also they do have a mute switch on here. So if I flip this, now we're back. So tell me how your thoughts about these. I won't have my thoughts about it until after I like play this all back at the end. So take that as you will. But now I think my Xbox is done updating, so let's get like 3 games on there because I want to try out that whole, I forget what it's called, but it's when you switch game to game and it like picks up where you left off in the last game. So I'm gonna put some games on there and we'll see how that goes. Alright, so now we've got the system all set up. I got 3 games on here. So I made sure I picked up the ones that have the Series X and Series S badges on the game titles. So these are the titles that utilize some of the extra power that these systems give out over others. And right now we're playing on my TV right here. It's just a 4K Vizio TV. But one thing I would like to show y'all is if we go into the settings, and I will tell you this is just a basic TV, a basic 4K TV. So this actually will just do for what this system requires. This TV is just going to do like, will always default to 1080. And when you see the for you can calibrate the TV. No, that's not it. Was it device control? 4K TV details. This gives you a checklist of everything that your TV marks off that you can do and what you cannot do with this TV. And so basically everything on here my TV cannot do at the latest of, playing something at 4K at 60 hertz, which hertz is the refresh rate. And I kind of figured, because this is like just a standard 4K UHD TV, so it wasn't really meant to have a high refresh rate on it. But the one thing it does do is this TV does support Dolby Vision. So I can like stream, like if I was on Netflix or Hulu or something like that, I can like stream my videos, like movies, TV shows in 4K. But just playing games in 4K at like 60 hertz or 20 hertz, this is not going to be able to do on this TV right here. So we just going to take that as it is. But that doesn't hinder the power of the console itself, because right here I got Tetris Effect. So you got Tetris playing right now. No, this good old-fashioned Tetris. But say I want to play the Falconeer, right? I was playing the prologue earlier, so when I hit the Falconeer, you'll see it say quick resume. And this is literally where I was at a minute ago while playing it. and you pick up literally where you left off, so you don't have to go through all the different loading screens. And that was real quick for it to load. So,
The barge has a turret.
but now let's say we want to play Dirt 5, right? Dirt 5. It should get the quick resume on this top corner. Oh no, okay. Wonder what happened with this one. But still, this thing loaded the game pretty quick. So I don't know what happened in the case of Dirt 5. Because I wasn't doing like an online game. But the sole fact that I'm actually in the game that fast is still crazy. Like, that loading time was practically nothing. So, that's how it is on this TV here. But I want to see how it is on my Dell monitor. Like I said earlier, it does 2K at 1440. So that's 1440p. And it goes up to 144 hertz, I believe. But what I'm gonna have to do is I can't like use my Elgato to show it off because the pass through on my HD60S doesn't support that pass through. So we're just gonna have to do what I'm doing here on that. So give me a quick second and we'll hop over there. Alright, one, I honestly forgot when I do my recordings in this setting on my phone, it actually like zooms in a bit, but I want the highest quality I can get out of it. So this, I am playing on my Dell monitor right now, and I should have done this when I played it on the TV, because I decided I'm going to use the HDMI that came with the Series S, because I know those HDMIs are like the newer 2.0, 2.1, whatever the number is for them. And so now on here, it gives me the option for 1080, 1440, and 4K UHD. And so I'm assuming the 4K UHD is just going to be upscale 4K, which we don't really need on this monitor because it doesn't really do 4K. But 1440p, we can hit that. And we'll just hit yes for that. So yes, now it's at 1440p, and I can hit it to 120. Okay, yeah, so now we're at 1440 at 120. So now we go look at the TV details. Okay, so okay. So this is better. So the checklist here, it shows that I can do 4K at 60 hertz on this, and that's the upscaled 4K. But it's not, I can't do the 4K at 120 because this is the Series S. So that makes perfect sense. Supports native 1440 at 120 frames per second. HDR10 for gaming. I knew that all should be checked off. Watching movies and TV. That, oh yeah, I should have used this HDMI on that TV. It might have actually worked out better. And TV supports captioning 4K game clips, and okay, so I should be able to while I am here, where is that setting? Where is that setting? It should be, yes, the capture and share. So I go to those settings real quick, and I just gotta put in my little password thingy that I made up. So let's see. No, here is still the same. So I don't know. Maybe if I was like streaming or whatnot straight off the console. That's probably what it means. So, so since we moved it, I don't think it's gonna like put us where we left off, but we can look at least the load times for these games. So Tetris Effect connected. Oh, that I don't know if y'all saw it, but it did say quick resume. So we're where we left off. Pretty cool, actually. That's actually pretty cool. So I wonder. Let's try the Falconeer. See how that works out. And yeah, see quick resume up in the top right. Oh, we're back where we left off. Okay. And I'm doing this while one hand on my controller, so don't judge the gameplay. So now let's go into Dirt 5. Well, we did on the TV, it didn't really go through where I left off playing in the game, but it did load the game up pretty quickly. So see how it does here. Yeah, so we don't see the quick resume on the top right, but it game's like practically loading in right now, and I know I had this game on my 1S, and it these load times are actually very quicker on here. Like actually very. Yeah, so that's actually pretty dope. And I can just hit this. I can start an event. Get a car. It'll load up the event. See how long it takes to load this event up. And then we're in. That's the place we're racing at. And we can start the race. That's actually pretty fire. That's actually pretty fire. So, that's actually cool. And so, like, there, it was actually at 1440 at 120. So, that's one of the perks of having it set for the Series X and Series S badge on the games is getting the best out of all of them. So, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So, it's pretty much it for this unboxing. So, I'm going to do a quick wrap up and then we'll be out of here. Alright, well, that was our unboxing of the Xbox Series S. And the whole bundle that I got with both with the extra controller and also the Triton headphones, that headset. So just let me hit like a pro con type ordeal, right? So I would like to say that I did try out using like the HDMI cable that came with the system on my 50-inch TV that I have, and that did not work. So I do have the right HDMI cables for at least the next gen systems. It's just that TV is like it's bare bones like 4K. So like streaming videos on it, yes, but like playing the games at like the 60 hertz refresh rate or like 120 hertz refresh rate are just not gonna happen on that thing. Kind of bummed out about it because that is my bigger TV, so I was hoping I could play those games on that TV as such. But at least my monitor, 1440, 120 hertz, this monitor does what it's supposed to do. And this is the first system that's actually going to utilize that for this monitor. So that's pretty cool. Now, I ain't going to drag it down because on my TV it's going to play at 1080 and play all those games really well. Like the load times are incredible. Like that's a pro. Like the one pro number one is load times on this system right here is crazy. I mean, y'all saw the low time with like Dirt 5, and like that game practically just straight up booted up, and we were able to hop into a race. Now, one con, and this is like a big con, right? So, this is like my only con with this system. It The storage space on it is small. There's a fix for this, but it does cost. So storage space on the Xbox Series S does start at 500 gigs. That's like the only set model that they have is a 500 gig for the Series S. So with that being said, you don't really get 500 gigs right out the box. You get practically like 300 something gigs to work with. And then after those 3 games that I installed on there, I ended up being like just under 200 because I didn't download like the biggest games in the world. I know Tetris was mad small. I think Tetris was like 4. I think Falconer was like 30 something. But then like Dirt 5, that's where it was like probably like 50 something or something. It was just enough to like knock that number down a solid bit. So that's the biggest con is the storage space. Now the biggest fix for storage space is external hard drive. Now I say this because this has its own pros and cons. Pro being you can put all your games on here, right? You can put your Xbox One games, your Xbox 360 games, your Xbox games on here, as well as your Series X and S games on here. Now, the only caveat with that is with just a standard external hard drive, you cannot play the Series X and S games off of the hard drive. Now, the One games, the 360 and the original Xbox games, free range to play all those games straight off of here on that system. Free range to do so. But I know this is a Seagate that Xbox had done. This is like a 2. What is this? A 2? No, this is a 4 terabyte. I don't know why I said 2. This is a 4 terabyte, and this is pretty cheap. I think I got this for like just over $100. So this was pretty cheap, and that's 4 terabytes of space. That's 4 terabytes of games that you can just throw on here with you. Now, I mentioned earlier, at least with the Series S, the ports on the back that I mentioned the expansion port, and that is like their version of like a their SSD that you can add more storage to your device, and you can play like the games off of that storage system. But that runs like a good $200 for just a 1 terabyte. And so I don't see the worth in getting that as of right now, simply because you can use this. But Seagate also did make, in partnership with Xbox, they also made they have some external SSDs, but same caveat works just like with these. As of right now, I'm pretty sure they're gonna do an update to where you can use external SSDs that meet the requirements for you can play the games off of those SSDs. And if they do that, I'm getting me one of those, because that's gonna work well at the end of it. If I got like 2 terabytes of just that external SSD from Seagate that Xbox has, and they make that update, that's all I would really need. And I know this is one, I guess, slight con for some people out there. But if you didn't know, the Series S is just an all digital system, so there's no disk drive. that's perfectly fine with me because every game that I purchased on my Xbox One, I mainly got through Game Pass. I know I did buy a couple of titles for my Xbox One in the beginning before I was on Game Pass. But the great thing about that is all of those games, surprisingly enough, are on Game Pass as we speak. So I can just play all those games on my Series S, and my Xbox One S can just be chilling, or I can do whatever I want. That can be like a whole new media box, or I can do like, because I've seen some people take like their Xbox Ones and make them into like emulating machines, or like attempt to run like Windows on them. I could always try my hand at that, but as of right now, it could be just another media player, to be honest, because I can still get like Netflix and all that stuff. I just put it in just the living room, turn it on, streaming services on deck. But my Xbox One S isn't going anywhere. Most of my games are on there, and most of my games aren't like the staple X and Series S optimized as of yet. So, with that being said, I'm still gonna be playing games off my Xbox One S, like games such as like probably like Knockout City, Forza Horizon 4, Doom, stuff like that. Even like the old stuff, I'll still play on this because it's just convenient. But as more and more games start coming out for this next gen during this year and next year, especially on this Series S and X, all those games that were announced at E3, that's why I'm gonna be playing those games on, is that Series S right there, because it'll be optimized and I'll be here for it. So this thing ain't got a whole lot of pros like loading speed, the size. The size is a big one. That thing is tiny, and that's gonna be like my traveling. Like my 1S was like a traveling system. That Series S right there is gonna be like, it's gonna take over at some point. They're gonna switch because that thing is so compact. I feel like I can just drop that thing in my small bag I have, and I can just take it with me and go. The controllers were controllers, right? I mean, pretty standard. Pretty standard. I do like the one, no, not the one, the Series S/X controllers slightly better because of the grips on the triggers on the back, and how it's more of a matte finish over a gloss finish. But Xbox also announced that their design labs are back, so I can literally like make my own and design it how I want it to look. So that's pretty cool. And then on these Triton headphones, standard headphones, I mean, these are just pretty standard. Now, I did listen to the audio playback of these. I don't know what all that static was about, especially after I muted these. But, I mean, these are pretty standard. These are pretty standard. Slightly flexible. They can be adjusted. You can take off the... I remember how to. You can take off the mic portion and just use these as just headphones, and you will be good to go. Now, granted, if you want to use these just as headphones, in today's time, you're gonna have to find yourself like a headphone adapter, because phones these days just don't have headphone jacks. But I mean, you can use with your laptop, iPad, Mac, whatever that still have headphone jacks. So it's pretty cool. These are just standard. These are just standard. I wouldn't knock these. You can obviously get a better headset, but you are gonna be paying more for that headset. So just gonna take that as it is. So with that being said, I actually enjoyed doing, at least recording all these portions of it. The editing process is going to be slightly different. Well, not different, but I'm gonna have to learn how to edit like an unboxing video. But this is just gonna be the first one. I'll change some things up in my next unboxing video because I got another thing for that's another step into this next generation. And I'm gonna just give y'all like a hint of what it could possibly be. And that is because I have an accessory that was made for the system. I could have used it for the other system or for anything else I had, but I literally got this thing for the sole fact that I knew I was gonna get what this goes to. So if y'all just want to get a little hint of what that is, just know the thing that I'm gonna be unboxing next. This was one thing that people tried to get for it. So I'll see y'all in the next unboxing video because I'm pretty sure y'all don't want to miss this one either. Now, if you like this unboxing video, if you think some things could change, let me know. It's my first time doing it. I didn't expect me to sit on my bed to unbox some of the things. I might have to do the same thing for the next one. Don't know. I probably have to invest myself into like one of those gimbal things because just for a more steadier shot for like B-roll and stuff like that. And just thinking. But yeah, comment if you like the video, if you want to see more unboxing videos, because there's certain things on my list that I want to get, that I want to show off if I ever got them. So take that as you will. But if you like the video, give it a like. Just leave a comment down below about this video and how y'all enjoyed it or didn't enjoy it. What could change? What can I do better? And then subscribe to the channel. For one, you can see the next unboxing video, and for two, y'all can see the next bit of content that comes out on this channel, because I don't know what it's gonna be after the second unboxing video. All I know is that I'm trying to come back into the space. So I'll catch y'all in the next one. Y'all can look at all the links down in the description for all of my socials. And I will catch all of y'all into the next video. Deuces.